Okay, welcome back to my playthrough of XCOM 2. This should be the 23rd video, and coming up here should be the 23rd mission overall of this campaign. Now, if you saw my last video, I actually, for the first time in this playthrough, I ended up losing the mission. It was a mission where I had 8 turns to hack a computer terminal that was in a van, and a lot of stuff went wrong. I fought an enemy group at the very beginning, and then I tried to hack a sensor tower to try and get I can't remember what the reward was, but it would have been pretty nice to get it. And so I attempted to get this reward, and the penalty for failing the hack of it was that a group of enemy reinforcements dropped. So right off the bat, I had to face another group of enemies there that wouldn't have been there normally. And in that group was an Advent officer, and I was able to use the skulljack on the Advent officer. And when I skulljacked the Advent officer, it turned into some sort of teleporting, cloning enemy that I haven't seen before, called a Codex. And killing that new alien enemy took another turn off of the 8-turn timer. It took me another turn just to kill that one alien. And so right off the bat, I was running out of time to complete the mission objective. And finally, when I actually fought my way to the computer terminal, the van that it was in ended up blowing up right on the turn that my specialist was going to hack it, unfortunately, with my specialist inside. Now, luckily, none of my soldiers died, even though they did take quite a bit of damage, and they are going to be out for a bit. I'm going to put a engineer into the Advanced Warfare Center so it can cut this time. I believe it cuts it in half. So it cut down this time that my soldiers are spending in the med bay, because I actually can't field a full squad right now. I can normally field 6 soldiers per mission, and I only have 4 soldiers available. And this was a gamble I actually made early in the game when I wasn't picking up those rookies or soldiers that were popping up on the world map. I was mainly going for resources such as supplies and intel. So I probably should have gotten a few more soldiers, at least to be able to field 2 squads. So I probably should have gotten about 12 total soldiers. Now, I can actually recruit new rookies. I've never actually recruited before, but I think I'm going to coming up here soon. And if my soldiers don't get healed before the next mission, I might need to recruit some rookies. Now, rookies aren't very strong. They don't have any abilities, but at least they'll be able to get those plasma rifles and grenades. So they can at least take some pot shots at the enemies. Now, luckily, I actually didn't take my 2 most powerful soldiers into the last mission, because they've reached the maximum rank that they can reach in this game, so the experience that they get would have been wasted because they can't rank up anymore. So I am going to go into the next mission with my 2 best soldiers, which are my main hacking specialist and my yellow scout ranger. So let's go ahead and put that engineer into the Advanced Warfare Center so I can start healing up my soldiers. Okay, so Derek Harris will go there. Okay, so let's go see how long it's going to take them now. Okay, so now it looks like it's going to take them a little less time to heal. Well, yeah, so it looks like it cut it down to about half. So 6 days, I should have all of them available. Hopefully no missions pop up before I at least can field a new squad here. And so let's I don't have any base management to do really. Now I do have the new story mission objective that popped up in the top left there. It says study the codex. Well, the codex enemy I killed in the previous mission, I ended up getting as loot at the end of the mission his brain. And so it looks like I need to start studying that. So that's probably a shadow chamber project. Let me just see if it's...
I am still hard at work on the current research priority.
Yeah, so that's going to be a shadow chamber project. I think all of the shadow chamber projects are going to be story mission type projects. Okay, so it looks like that's only going to take 3 days to complete that. Now, I do still have this this story objective. Oh, what's this?
Your troops seem to have had
Okay,
no
so
trouble dispatching the latest
because
alien
I
threat,
completed
Commander.
killing that codex,
Excellent work.
it removed a
Hopefully
block
the
of the
assets you
avatar
recovered will
progress,
prove
which is
useful.
nice. Now, I do still have this story objective alien black site data coordinate mission here. I think that will remove 1 or 2 blocks of avatar progress, but I'm kind of holding off on doing that until I do these other things. I kind of want to... before I did that, I wanted to see what that skull-jacking was all about. And then now that I did do the skull-jacking, I want to actually research this codex brain before I decide if I'm going to hit that site. So let's go down here and actually continue scanning this area. It's going to take 1 more day, it looks like.
We're reading you.
New regional contacts located.
Okay, so this is kind of awkward. I thought that making contact with New India was going to allow me to make contact with New Indonesia because they are right next to each other. But apparently I have to go up here to East Asia before I can get down there and hit that alien black site facility. And I don't think I have enough intel to get there. Let's see. And so I need to build a radio tower here, and I don't have enough supplies. I have 25 supplies, and it looks like it costs 75 supplies. So I'm going to have to fly to the black market and possibly sell a few things.
Avenger plotting new course.
Now, I could buy these supplies for 35 intel, but I'm not quite sure how much intel it's going to costs to make contact with, I believe it was East Asia. So I'm going to hold off on buying these supplies, and I'm actually going to see if I can just sell some stuff. Okay, I don't think I need the sectoid corpses. I need a total of 50 more supplies for that radio tower. Okay, so that should do it right there. Okay, so now I have enough for that radio tower. And what these radio towers do is you can install them and then into a region, and then the regions around it, the intel cost is going to lower dramatically, the intel cost to make contact with that region. So let's go ahead and fly back here and install that radio relay. Okay, so it looks like my 4th retaliation mission has popped up. And, oh wow, it looks like it's going to be pretty tough. Now, in the previous retaliation missions, I've cut it pretty close as far as how many civilians I saved. I believe in one mission I barely saved 6. Another one I saved 7, and then I think I got 8 in my other one. Now this is going to be the 4th retaliation mission, and as you can see in the top right corner, it is showing that there are going to be 11 enemies, and it's showing elite officers, elite troopers. Those are just the stronger versions of the basic troopers and officers. The heavy lancer, which I believe that's the enemy that has the ability to put a shield around the rest of its allies, and I think it has armor. So the heavy lancers have never given me any trouble. And it looks like they have archons and mutons. Now mutons are pretty strong, but offensively, but I can usually kill them in 1 hit, at most 2 hits. The archons have a lot of health, and they are actually really hard to hit, even if they're standing out in the open and your soldiers are almost right next to them with a clear shot. It's probably still going to be a 75% chance to hit him. They just have really good defense. Now what's really worrying me is the enemy unknown. So there is going to be an enemy in this mission that I haven't encountered in this playthrough yet. I did encounter much earlier in the game, in my last playthrough that I actually ended up losing, I encountered the chrysalid spider creatures. So I'm thinking that this enemy unknown might be those chrysalid creatures. I encountered them much earlier in my last playthrough, but in that playthrough I was focusing a little bit more on the story mission objectives, and actually this playthrough I started the story mission objectives pretty late. I just started them a few missions ago actually, so I'm hoping it's that, and if it's not those chrysalids, then honestly I have no clue what it's going to be. I believe if it was one of those codexes that I faced in the previous mission, I believe it would say the name of it up there. I think it just says enemy unknown if it's actually an enemy I haven't faced before. So let's fly on
Setting
over
course
there
for the
and
Mexican
see
regional
if my soldiers are actually healed up. I'm hoping at least 2 of them were able to heal within that time, so that I can field a full squad. Oh wow. Okay, so this is actually really bad. Now, I do have my 2 most powerful soldiers. I have my most powerful grenader, and then this is actually my 3rd best grenader here. So my second best grenader is actually injured right now. So she's almost a rookie. She's a squatty, which is 1 rank above rookie. And I don't have any other soldiers to put here. So what I'm going to do is what I mentioned earlier, which is I'm going to purchase, or I should say recruit 2 rookies. Now, I could just skip this mission, but I'm not actually sure what happens if you skip a mission. Okay, I don't have any supplies to do that. So I'm actually going to have to go to the black market and purchase those supplies and then go do this mission. And this mission, the difficulty it's showing is very difficult. That is definitely not something you want to go in with rookie soldiers, but like I said, I really don't have any choice because I don't know what happens if I just skip this mission. And it could be the difference between winning and losing this campaign. Now, let's see. Now, I think I can complete this mission if I just take it slow and just let my stronger soldiers do the most of the work, the brunt of the work.
For Sector 8, Mexico.
What is nice is, even though these 2 soldiers are rookies, they're going to, because I'm so late in the game, they're going to be rookies equipped with predator armor, plasma grenades, and plasma rifles. So they are quite a bit stronger than just a rookie starting the game out. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So as I just flew back to... let's see. Yeah, as I just flew back to the mission objective, this ranger actually just finished healing up. So I'm actually going to have only 1 rookie on this mission, which is going to be nice. And I'm going to make all the utility items available because I have to relocate all of my mimic beacons and whatnot. Okay, and Actually, I'm gonna give the gonna go ahead and give the mimic beacon to this ranger. Okay, I'm gonna actually give my skulljack to my specialist, because that skulljack in that last mission, it actually allowed my soldier to basically sprint towards the enemy and skulljack them, just like similar to the sword attack that the rangers do, but it actually killed the enemy instantly. So I'm gonna put that on my specialist to give them that, just to give them that melee option if they need it. And I'm going to put the mimic beacons on my 2 scouts. Because my scout rangers, for the most part, I'm not going to attack with them during the turns. I like to try and keep them concealed for the entire mission. So usually I don't attack with them until very last, or second to last. So this looks like this is going to be the squad for this mission. So it is going to be pretty tough because there is a wide range of very strong enemies here, plus that unknown enemy. So let's go ahead and get this mission started.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Just picked up an emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving in to put a stop to it and protect as many people as we can. Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
Now, I'm actually surprised that this mission popped up so quickly, because at the beginning of this video, when I was in my base, that was actually the very end of the previous mission. So these missions basically happened back to back within about two days of scanning time. And usually it's about 6 days between missions, 6 to 8 days of scanning that you get before the next mission. So this was kind of odd. And I did think my soldiers would get healed up before the next mission, but that was not the case.
Attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Now you can see the health difference between my high-ranked soldiers and my, lower ranked and rookie soldiers. It's quite a bit different. But luckily my 2 rangers do have conceal, so I will be able to use them as scouts and to pick up civilians when they're able to. I like to use my stealth rangers to get those civilians without exposing, other team members.
Good copy, moving on target.
I do have to be careful of the faceless enemies here, so I will probably do a little bit of
Move into position.
I'll probably do a little bit of battle scanning here when I see a large group of civilians, because that usually indicates that there are going to be faceless there. Now, it looks like this is the boundary of the map, and this is the boundary. So let's see if this is... Okay, so it looks like the map goes up that way. And goes up that way just a bit. So I think I need to... Oh wow, this is actually a big building that I'm going inside here. That's kind of bad because enemies can be hiding just about anywhere in here.
On the move.
Okay, it looks like I found my first group of enemies. It looks like it's going to be a...
They've seen me.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He spotted my scout. So I actually didn't mean to move my grenader up here. I meant to move my other ranger. But what's done is done. So now I just need to kill these two enemies. Luckily, there's only two of them.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And I might actually have to use one of my mimic beacons here, even though it's the very beginning of the mission. Just because I only have 3 attacks left, and I'm not sure if I can take that Neon out with one shot.
Finally. I'll get him next time.
I'm trusting you here.
Heading there now. Target neutralized.
Okay, so I just actually did a little trick I know about, which I kind of clumped my soldiers together because mutons tend to throw grenades at your soldiers if you put 2 or more in one group, and getting hit on 2 soldiers by 1 grenade is much better than getting 1 soldier hit by a plasma rifle, because the plasma rifle can actually kill them in 1 hit. But it looks like I lucked out and the muton actually just ran away.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna move in front of this window and see if I can see that muton. Now I can't see him. So what I'm going to have to do is re-stealth with my ranger here, because I need to find out where that mutant went.
Moving to position.
Spotted.
Oh wow, so it looks like there's a group of chrysalids here.
Smaller than I remember.
So I was right, those are
It was never really their size we had to worry about.
the enemy unknown. And they're actually surrounding my ranger, so I can't really grenade all of them.
Headed there now.
But I think I can grenade 2 of them. Although I could just grenade my soldier as well. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna fire at my own soldier, just so I hit all 3 of the enemies.
Here, catch.
Now, if you've played this game, you know that those chrysalids are extremely powerful. That's why I'm literally just killing my own soldier, trying to kill them. Because if I don't kill them this turn, then I'll either have to use a mimic beacon or they will kill me. And my last ability I'm going to use is Capacitor Discharge. I think I can kill both of them with that. Okay, so looks like everything basically went according to plan.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Other than the fact that I pretty much had to kill my yellow ranger in the process. But you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Got it. Moving.
On Overwatch.
Wow, there are more chrysalids here. That's unfortunate. And I actually do not have any more scouts. So I'm just going to have to move forward and... Oh wow. Chrysalid cocoon. So I'm wondering if that maybe just keeps spawning the chrysalids.
If you say so.
I've never actually seen a chrysalid
Closing on target
cocoon
position
before.
now. Let's move already.
So I'm actually not sure what to do right here. guess I can take a shot. Guess I'll take a shot at that cocoon. Okay, I somehow missed it.
Still up. Come get some. Come get some.
Come get some.
Got it covered.
I'm on it.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to win this mission. I just realized I do have to watch out for faceless here as well, so I might have to throw a battle scan
left and right,
here.
Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
Okay, so it does keep making chrysalids, it looks like.
Tired of waiting around. Just a little off. I'm on it.
And I keep missing this
Adjusting aim.
cocoon here.
Running dry on ammo. Heading there now. Heads
I
down.
guess that'll do it.
What's over there? Grenade!
Affirmative. Moving out. Go! Get out of here! Come get some.
Okay, and
I'm on
I'm
it.
going to take a shot. Oh wow, I actually can. Okay, I'm going to throw a mimic beacon out here and see if the chrysalids kind of gather towards it, and then maybe I can grenade them.
They're underneath us.
Oh wow, I activated another group there. I think I'm actually outnumbered here. I think there are more enemies than soldiers I have.
That won't do it.
Yeah, that's what, 6? 7. Oh, okay, so the cocoon has limited numbers of chrysalids, it looks like, that it can actually spawn. And now it looks like there's 5 there. I should have probably saved some of those grenades. That was actually a guess, that tactic. But it seemed to work, so I'm gonna throw a grenade on top of them right
Throwing
there.
grenade. Multiple hostiles eliminated.
And I think one more grenade will do it. I don't have one with my grenader, so it looks like I'm going to... I can't throw it with them. So I'm actually going to use my rookie to throw this second grenade here. Oh, I actually already used her grenade. That's unfortunate. So I do have to Oh, I forgot I have this kill zone ability. So, I probably should have been using that. So I'm going to... go ahead and do that. Then my yellow ranger will toss his grenade.
Multiple targets down.
Okay, so I eliminated that
Could use some ammo
giant
over
pack
here.
of chrysalids. But now I have this group of enemies to worry about. I'm gonna move my injured soldier back, and I only have these left. Since I used kill zone with my specialist here, which she only has 2 shots left in her gun. But I'm actually going to put my rookie on Overwatch as
On
well.
Overwatch.
And then I'm going to throw my last Mimic Beacon here. And hope that the enemy moves towards it. And if they move towards it, I will get a few Overwatch shots. Okay, so it looks like her, finally her repeater, advanced repeater activated. It was the perfect time for it to happen.
Come on, focus.
And luckily, because all the enemies are focused on trying to kill me, they are not focused on trying to kill the civilians, which is good.
That is not good.
And at this point, I believe the thing I have to worry about the most is the faceless aliens. I'm gonna go ahead and reload most of my soldiers and just stay right in the same spot that I'm in right now. Okay, that was a nice shot. I was able to kill him with my secondary gunner. So there is that one enemy left over here that I can't actually see. And there are 8 civilians left. I've rescued 2. I need 4 more. And I can actually throw a battle scanner and I can go into Overwatch in the same turn. As long as I don't move.
Ready to go. On Overwatch. Oh yeah, scanning.
Okay, so it looks like he has a battle scanner, so we'll go ahead and toss. I'm gonna toss that scanner. I'm more worried about the civilians over here because I do see 3 of them. Okay, it looks like that one is actually a faceless. so I'm gonna have to kill him with Overwatch shots this
Scanning.
turn. Reload my rookie.
Oh yeah! Affirmative. Covering now.
And then I'm gonna put my yellow ranger back here because he is injured, but if I put him right here, I think he can get an angle on that faceless when it moves.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Oh, come on! Cover my flank!
Okay, so my blue specialist took a pretty big hit there. So my two strongest soldiers are actually injured right now pretty severely.
That's it.
So I think possibly next mission I may finally purchase a heal kit and re-specialize one of my specialists for healing. I haven't needed healing in this game up until pretty much the last two. Okay, and it looks like this is the very last enemy. Once all the enemies are dead, then all of the faceless reveal themselves and start attacking. So I'm just going to take it easy, stay right here, and stay in Overwatch, and I should be able to
Overwatch.
kill that faceless pretty easily.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Overwatch.
Heading out. Scanning.
Okay, so the faceless wasn't able to charge all the way to me and attack, which is good, obviously. So I'm actually going to try and kill him with my other soldiers first. I think my rookie already got a promotion in this mission.
X-ray neutralized. Toss me some ammo.
And luckily now this is actually going to allow me to make another mimic beacon, so I should be able to go into the next mission with 3 mimic beacons, which is going to be amazing. Eventually I do want to outfit my entire squad with mimic beacons if possible. Okay, so my damage actually went up drastically in this mission from my last mission, which my damage per attack's been sitting around about 4.5 to 5 damage per attack, just because a lot of troops have gotten a lot of armor recently and shields and dodge abilities. But that 7 damage per attack right there, that's probably from those grenades I was launching at the chrysalid groups. Now that I know that the chrysalids will gather around a mimic beacon, now I know I can use those beacons to actually bait them out and then just destroy them with grenades. Now, unfortunately, I did have to grenade my own soldier twice in order to kill those chrysalids, but it actually worked out good, and he's actually only going to be out for 7 days, which is, I mean, for the damage he took more damage than my blue specialist, and she's going to be out for 10 days. So I think maybe the days that they are out and unavailable might just be random. Go ahead and get the shredder cannon here. And the good thing about leveling up rookies is, and lower level soldiers, is they have the chance to unlock that perk from the Advanced Warfare Center. So the higher that my soldiers had gotten before I got the Advanced Warfare Center, which was kind of a little bit later in the game, the lesser chance they have of unlocking a perk. I believe I only unlocked a perk with, I believe it was 3 or 4 of my original soldiers. Okay, so it looks like I got a bunch of corpses. I got my 2 faceless corpses, which is going to allow me to get that mimic beacon, which is huge. Those mimic beacons basically give you a get out of jail free card in case the enemy, you don't end up killing an enemy squad or 2 that are activated.
Hello, Commander.
Resupply.
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
Okay, so that was a very interesting mission. Now, when I blew up my own ranger with those 2 grenades, that was, I mean, I thought about it in my head, and that was literally the best move that I could do right there, because grenades will always hit, and I could have tried to take a few shots, but I'm not save scumming, as they call it, this game. Once something happens when I'm playing, it happens. I don't reload or anything, so really I can't take any chances. I'm essentially just playing an Iron Man playthrough, but to make these videos, you can't really play Iron Man if you want to separate the videos into individual missions, because I like to have at least one combat mission per video, and it's just a lot easier to individually separate the videos by being able to save. But essentially this is a Iron Man playthrough. But I am planning on doing an actual Iron Man legendary playthrough after this. And I will probably end up making those videos about 2 hours long each, so I should have about 2 to 4 missions within each video. Just because on Legendary Iron Man, it's a little bit harder to just stop a video, because the missions can take anywhere from, as far as I've seen, they can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour or 2. Just because of the sheer amount of enemies. Okay, so I'm actually going to end this video right here, and I should be back shortly. As always, I thank you for the support. I am a fairly new YouTuber and streamer, so if you could just like this video, that helps me out immensely. And as always, thank you for watching.